All right, guys, welcome to the stream. The reason we've been on the starting starting soon screen is because we're waiting for this game to start. But these guys are having a hard time. PSN is acting up. We're hoping that this does not have to be delayed. Oh, it looks like they might have got in. So let's fingers crossed that they get in. It's going to be a good game here. It's the 10-6 Jets against the 15-1 Seahawks. The Seahawks have been by far the most dominating team we've ever seen in the OMFL. He has just dominated the last 3 seasons and won 2 or 3 Super Bowls in a row, something like that. I may have that wrong, but yeah, this should be a really good game. I'm hoping they're able to get in and get this on, and so we'll sit back and see what happens. Yeah, it looks like the guys are saying they are not seeing each other's invites for some reason. This sadly might end up having to be a reschedule. I don't know. We'll see what happens here in a few more minutes, and hopefully something can happen. All right, the guys are saying they got it, so hopefully we'll get to see OMFL Bowl 79 here in just a few more seconds. Again, if you're in the audio chat, feel free to unmute yourself. Just do push to talk where you got to push a button. And, yeah, get you to talk. I know you guys are being really quiet out there. And there we go. Super Bowl 79 is going to happen. It's the first time we've tried to do a stream in a long time. So, yeah, we'll see how this works out. I'm not going to do play-by-play because I am hanging out with my wife. This is like the worst time for me to try to do a stream. But I will be watching. The chat is up. I'll try to commentate as much as I can. And hopefully you guys will unmute yourselves, stop being strangers, and get some talking going on. Hopefully this stream doesn't look too glitchy. So I don't know. We're trying a bunch of different things. See how it works. Into the playoffs. Mo and his Jets seems to win as soon as he gets into the playoffs. Both the Mo and the Seahawks are both known also for great defense. See how the defensive line is one of the best defensive lines I've ever seen ever. And yeah, this should be with a really close game. The Seahawks end up running away with it. So here we go, first quarter. Let's see what happens. Keep forgetting I gotta mute and unmute myself, so I think I just did some commentary with myself muted on the stream. But this is gonna be a tough one to see how this offense is just unbelievable. First play of the game after a fumble recovery, they get the touchdown, miss the extra point, and they're off to the races, man. This should be Jets are gonna have to do something here to answer quickly. The Jets offense making some plays happen here. It's a good first drive for them. Even pulling out all the trickery plays here with a little wide receiver reverse. Let's see if they can get an end zone now. Madden Core, there should be sound. I just tested it and I could hear it. It's not super duper loud. I've got it kind of low. The guys aren't talking. I don't know. Everybody's got themselves muted. There's a ton of people in the voice chat, but I don't have the opportunity to sit here and do play-by-play, and I don't do play-by-play. So I was hoping there'd be people here to chat about the game. We'd have it going, but I'm going to give commentary here and there and as much as I possibly can. So hopefully people will get brave here and unmute themselves and be able to kind of do this together here. You should be the most unbrave. Ooh, a big play there. Jets almost had him a touchdown. The Seahawks were able to knock that ball away. Yeah, if you're doing all of this on your phone, it could be a little bit more difficult. It's 6-0 Seahawks, but the Jets are getting a nice drive. The Seahawks, I missed it. I turned away for a second. I think that they recovered a fumble on the opening kickoff, and then first play after that scored a long run touchdown. But the Jets are putting together a nice offensive drive here, running the ball well, playing tough, and yeah, I mean, they're hanging in there.
Wow.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's a decent run there on 2nd down. Saunders.
All right, I'm going to try the Try to voice the sound. It's really hard to do, but we'll just leave it like this and see if that helps Madden forward. But first and goal for the Jets at the 9-yard line. So they're hanging tough, man. You got to give it to the Jets. I didn't think this offense was going to do much against this defense of the Seattle Seahawks, and I really thought it was going to be a defensive game if the Jets had an opportunity at all. But man, they're putting together a really nice drive right here. Oh, they just missed one. And that was an easy touchdown. They should have had that touchdown. It was a bad throw from Garoppolo. I mean, the post was. Look, those skinny post plays work all the time. It's one of the downsides here to Madden 18, in my opinion. Those skinny posts are usually pretty open, and he missed that one. This should have been an easy touchdown.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Again, guys, feel free to unmute yourself. Talk with us here. Eniac's trying to watch on his phone and talk, so it's a little bit difficult. A little shotgun draw. Kind of a lame play inside the red zone, but this is the last Super Bowl of Madden 18, so you got to do what you got to do to try to score against the Seahawks team. They're pretty good. Big third down, third goal here from the 9. 6-0 Seattle. New York's trying to take the lead here. Quarters defense. That's a little weird. Almost threw a pick, though. Yeah, it was a little. I mean, I get why he came out in it. He should have tried to audible to a run right there and try to see if he can't get in from the 9 against the quarters defense. But instead, he tries to force it, almost throws a pick. Field goals are going to be tough. He got it there. He squeezed it in. But you see in Seattle, they missed their extra point after their opening touchdown. This wind is going to be an issue. And if this ends up being a tight game, right, something that comes down to the last one, it's going to be really tough. Yeah, Madden Core, we talked about that at the very opening of the stream. Seattle Seahawks have won 3 in a row. They've been extremely dominant, the most dominant team we've ever had in the OMFL, probably ever, but definitely dominant here in Madden 18. The Jets have been in the playoffs the last couple of seasons, but I think this might be Mo's first Super Bowl. So.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
One of the problems I think that we've had this season, if all, that is giving people trouble with the Jets defense is they do like to put 8 in the box. They like to play those zones where the safety comes down a lot. You're going to see a lot of blitzes from the Jets defense. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to see them try all kinds of stuff, but you're going to see a lot of, again, you got 8 in the box right there. So, you're going to see that loaded front a whole lot against this Jets defense, and I don't know how smart that's going to be against the Seahawks, who have 299 overall wide receivers with like 99 speed. Just craziness.
Yeah, he definitely built well in the draft, that's for sure.
And Jets got to him. Oh, he stayed up. Oh, he could run for it. That was a crazy play. He somehow stayed up against 3 tacklers. He got out of the pocket and he almost made it. He did make it. He picked up the first down. Maniac, did you leave me? Can't believe there's a ton of you here in the voice chat. No one is talking.
Can you not hear me?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And getting this just shy of
I know stream's pretty boring with no voice, but man, sure was hoping you guys would be chatting about this game, man. Yeah, we do have the stream up. Twitch is up, so if you end up chatting with us, the Twitch chat is up. I've got YouTube chat on my phone. I'm sitting here talking to myself as my wife is pretty annoyed with me, so you guys could help me out by talking a little bit. I'm going to keep pushing for that. Seahawks getting another drive here. Again, they're going to be like it's going to, yeah, I mean, it's going to take the Seahawks making some dumb plays, which he just doesn't do. I mean, he's going to have to turn the ball over a couple different times. He's going to have to make some bad mistakes. And just honestly, this team doesn't do that. That's what makes him so tough to beat. That's why he's 15-1. I think he's lost 5 games total the last 3 or 4 seasons. So he's a monster. I really do hate seeing this 8 in the box, man. I wish something we got to work on as we move into Madden 19. That's the end of the first quarter. 6-3. It looks like a defensive battle if you're looking at the score, but it is not a defensive battle. So far, really, the Seahawks have dominated this game, but you got to give it to the Jets. They had the one really long, nice drive. I think he had 12 or 13 plays. He ended up having to settle for a field goal when he probably should have ran the ball there, but his defense is going to have to come up big for him if he's going to stay in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Trulock, man, he's tough. Tough to bring down. He picks up first down there against the all-out blitz. The Jets are not afraid to blitz. They will come after you. They will blitz you. They will make it happen. So I don't know. That's the Jets are. I mean, not the Jets. Excuse me. The Seahawks are really sticking to their game plan here. They're sticking to the run. Big run here for Wilson. It's wide open. And nice little move there to pick up the first down. But look, you got to give it to him. Seahawks, even with 8 in the box, he's sticking to the run. And he's doing it very powerfully. And of course, he's got a really great passing attack with these receivers. And Wilson can still play. He's still making plays happen.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
There's a big touchdown there, man. I'm telling you, these Seahawks receivers are unbelievable. Hits the crossing route. You put 8 in the box, it's going to leave one safety high. You're not going to cover these guys all day long. I'm surprised he's not going for 2 here. He's going to take the 1. It's going to be moved to a 13-3 lead. Seattle Seahawks here with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter. The Jets are going to need to answer here. You're going to need to answer with something. I don't think a field goal is going to cut it. You're going to need to get a touchdown here. You're going to need to make this 10-13. If not, I'm afraid the Jets are going to, not the Jets, the Seahawks are going to run away with this one. But you got to give it to them. The Jets had a really nice drive a few drives ago, a few minutes ago, whenever they had the ball. It was a long drive. They ran the ball well. Let's see what they can do with this second drive of the game. Again, guys, feel free to unmute yourselves. Come talk with me. I had no interest in doing any type of play-by-play here. Just trying to give some commentary, have some fun. Nice little dump off there. Good pick up on first down. Jimmy had some, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but he had some passes that were not on point that first drive. He almost threw a pick right there in the end zone on that last drive. He missed a wide open skinny post. It's going to be a tough one to win if he can't establish the passing attack here. Big throw deep down the field, but Seattle comes away with a knockaway. Jimmy's starting the game off 4 for 8, 45 yards, not too great. The Jets are trying to get a big play there, knowing that he had a short third down here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to run the ball, maybe look for something short. Slants would not surprise me at all. Maybe even some drags. I know he loves his drags. So we'll see what happens here. And look, don't put it past the Seahawks to come out with blitz. They're going to come out in man. So see what happens.
Yeah, Nate, I don't know if you can hear me. I keep trying to talk, but nothing's going through.
And that Seahawks defense, if he had to hold on to the ball another second, would have got there. But Jimmy with a nice throw, out route. Another one of those routes that you got to love here in Madden 18. They seem to be open a lot, but even the man defense is no match. Jimmy was able to make that throw, so give it to him just to keep their drive alive here. So again, the Jets have been one of the playoff teams here that just always seem to sneak into the playoffs and go on a roll. Some big victories over the Bengals the last couple of years have been one of the top teams. So running the screen here has some potential, but ooh, a fumble. Picked up by the Seattle Seahawks. He runs out of bounds. Unbelievable. I can't be all excited because I've got my family here, but man, no answer. That Seahawks defense is unbelievable. You cannot turn the ball over like that. This could be it. This could get out of hand really quickly here. 2 turnovers for the Jets already. The Seahawks do not turn the ball over. You got to try to keep pace. Again, we got 8 in the box again. Kind of unfortunate. Seen that a lot already just today. It's been all this Madden with Mo. Still kind of working on that 8 in the box situation. Big injury timeout. I didn't see who that injury was for, but Seahawks have an opportunity here to put it away. I know it's early in the game. 6:34 left in the second quarter, but still very much you put up a touchdown here. That's a massive uphill battle for the New York Jets team, who would have to force turnovers, and that just doesn't happen from the Seahawks team.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Got a pretty big hole as he's
big tough run. That Jets defense is stout though. That's a big injury for them. Hopefully that guy will be able to return. It looked like a hip horn. It looked like he didn't have the opportunity to return, which is unfortunate. I wanted to kind of see this game with both teams healthy, both teams at full force. But this Jets defense is stout. I mean, they always are stout. They have playmakers in the back end, a good defensive line. He runs the 3-4, and he's really good at it. A lot of times teams have moved over to the 4-3, but not the Jets. They really force you into some tough plays. And there it is again. Almost got it in the pick right there. Almost got him a turnover. But good stop from the Jets. It ended up being incomplete. Probably going to be a punt here. I know that wind was whipping a while ago. So yeah, big stand for the Jets. You got to give it to him. Now he's going to go for the field goal. Let's see what happens here. He did miss an extra point there. A little light on the kick off on the accuracy. He nails it. 16-3 though. The Jets are very much in a big stand for them. That's almost like scoring a defensive touchdown when you're able to hold the Seahawks to 3 points. But now you got to do something here on offense. You've got 2 turnovers from the Jets. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to make a play. You're gonna have to hold on to the ball. I know when you play teams like the Bengals, like the Jets, like the Seahawks, like the Falcons. These are a handful of those teams where you almost have to go conservative run, conservative catch on everything, just so that you hold on to the ball. So you're going to get a lot of computer, big hit sticks, and it's going to be tough. Got to give it to the Jets too. They're sticking to this run. 6 for 18 for Sanders. They've been tough yards. It's been all uphill, but you got to give it to him, man. He's giving it a shot. He's trying to hang in there with it. See if I can't pump up the volume for the game a little bit there for you guys. Well, man-to-man defense for the Seahawks. Looks like this will be another run. Now the stuff in the backfield pretty good. Another big injury timeout. Hopefully that's not the Jets. These injuries are going to start piling up for them. It looks like that was on the Seahawks line, maybe. Again, one of the best defensive lines, if not the best defensive line that you've ever seen here in the OMFL. Big 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 is a scary proposition against the Seahawks. The Seahawks are so fast. They get after the quarterback. They either force you into a bad throw or like a sack, fumble type situation. So let's see what the Jets can do here. Looks like he's got the drag open if he wants it. Should be in the 1st down if they can get there. And another fumble. Unbelievable. The 3rd turnover of the first half for the New York Jets. I'm telling you now, you're going to have to go conservative. You just can't turn the ball over this many times against the Seattle Seahawks. You can't turn the ball this many times over ever, especially in the OMFL Bowl. Number 79, you cannot turn it over that many times. That is a tough break for the New York Jets. The Seahawks defense is just smashing it. And there's Trulock again. He broke it off in the first play of the game with a touchdown. Another massive run there. He's got 4 for 48. A touchdown. He's probably going to finish off here, even with the all-out blitz. No match. That offensive line and that defensive line for the Seahawks seems to be getting after it, getting with it. This might be the game for the Jets unless some kind of miracle can happen here. Trulock is a monster between the tackles. He's going to get the ball down to the 1. So second and goal for the Seattle Seahawks on the 1. 4:18 and counting in the second quarter. 3 turnovers is the story of the game for the Jets. 1 on the opening kickoff, and then 2 running fumbles on the ensuing next 2 drives. Yeah, it's a tough go for it. And that's a surprising call there. Moon gets kind of stretched out and held for a loss, or gets back to the line of scrimmage, I should say. You'd expect Trulock to take that up the middle. I mean, he kind of earned it. Moon is a monster, but Trulock is just a beast, almost unstoppable there in the middle. I think that's what you're going to see here. I'm pretty sure you're going to end up seeing Trulock. Oh no, Trulock is out of the game, so he's actually got his third stringer in. Right up the gut. The Jets defense stiffens. I don't understand that call. 2 back-to-back runs with their J8 and Moon. Trulock gets you down to the 1, and you don't punch it in with him. I don't understand that play call. It's a very surprising play call. It's got me kind of scratching my head. Seahawks take a 19-3 lead with 2:56 to go in the first half. That's a head scratcher. The Jets or the Seahawks. I keep getting these teams wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's brain strokes, I say. But they had an opportunity to put this game away, and they didn't do it. I sure hope the Jets go conservative here. I don't mean conservative with their play calling, but I mean conservative with what they're doing, with their their settings that they can have. Yeah, I hope that they go conservative. Oh, Maniac, I could not hear you. I'm assuming everybody can hear me. I know they can. I wonder if you guys can hear me in the Discord chat.
14 yards is the pickup.
You should be able to.
First down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense.
All right, Maniac, give it another shot.
Step aside here in this second quarter.
I guess you guys are talking, and I can't hear you for some reason. Well, you guys give it another shot. I've kind of changed the settings, so hopefully I can hear you guys this go around. But Jets are going to have to make something happen here. Nice little wide receiver screen. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked well. Now you want to see him keep that in. I mean, he's got the 2-minute warning. Keep that in bounds. If I was the Jets, I'm keeping that one in bounds.
It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make.
I just realized I got Mo actually in the voice chat, so I probably should not call plays, so to speak, before they happen. I'm just kind of giving my commentary. But good play for the Jets there. Expect them to stay in bounds, though. Oh, they still didn't get the 2-minute warning, so. Nice little pass there for Garoppolo. They're going to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save all 3 timeouts. So nice little drive here. The Seahawks defensive line, though, was all over him. He was able to get that ball out pretty quickly.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get
nice little pass out to the running back there.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Give it to the Jets, man. They're not giving up. They're hanging tough. They're hanging in there. All right, Maniac, I see that you're talking. I'm very confused by why I wouldn't hear it, so let me try something here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes.
All right, Maniac, give that a shot again. There we go.
In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Oh, I turned the wrong thing down. Let me turn this gameplay down, volume a little. Give it to the Jets, though. He's got a good play there. I just got to turn this volume down in the game a little bit because I can't hardly hear. There we go.
It might be mine too.
No. Now I got you.
Okay.
We're going to pump you up there, pump me up. I just had to turn the game volume down. But, yeah, you got to give it to the Jets, right? They're hanging in there. 2nd and 4. No, not 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4 from, what, the 6? So play action from the shotgun. So give it to him. That's a good touchdown, good play. I always kind of cringe a little bit whenever I see shotgun in the 10-yard line, but I guess it does really happen. Good play there. Give it to the Jets, man. Mo is hanging tough. He's fighting. He's not giving up. I mean, look, I think the Seahawks blew an opportunity. I'd love to hear what you think, Maniac, but, man, they had an opportunity. Got it down to the 1-yard line. Trulock was running like a monster, and he didn't touch the ball. And that's an opportunity to put that game away.
Yeah, I think he should have ended his bread and butter there. I mean, Trulock has really been his go-to guy and stuff. So
Trulock is unstoppable almost between the gaps. He's going to pick up a 1-yard run. I don't know, because you just, with that play, I mean, look, give it to the Jets, right? That defense has stepped up. They're making plays. They're keeping their team in here. But, I mean, the Seahawks, you kept them in this game because of that play call. So, look, you got 36 seconds here. If you're the Jets, you got to be careful. There's Trulock with a big screen. He breaks a couple tackles. Holy cow. See, that as the Jets, you almost make a play there, right? They almost had the interception, but somehow the Seahawks get the play. And now because you had 8 in the box, you've got no one in the back that gets a couple more blocks. Trulock's gone, and you just gave up a massive touchdown right before half. Here, now you're just hoping you don't give up 3 points, or that you only give up 3 points, I should say.
Yeah, you're playing with fire when it comes down to this. I mean, Mo can strike at any moment. I mean, from any place on the field, that quickly you can have 7 points. So.
Wilson back to pass. Nice protection there. Good pass. It's these receivers. Kesey is being promoted for the Hall of Fame, and that guy's just a monster. And the Jets are still, give it to both of these teams. They're sticking to who they are. Now, outside of that Trulock 1-yard touchdown, didn't get the ball. Both of these teams are sticking to who they are. They're both sticking to the run. The Jets are still blitzing. They're still 8 in the box, even being down, right? Even giving up all these turnovers. And this game shouldn't be this close. Now, this is surprising. He's going for the field goal. 19 seconds left. I know he misses it.
Oh, wow.
See, now these are a couple calls. The play on the 1-yard line, a field goal. I know you only got 19 seconds with no timeouts, but, like, try an out route, try, like, something to get out of bounds. I mean, now you missed the field goal. And the Jets could turn around here and make this a 6-point game right here before half. Garoppolo back to pass. Through the pick. Through the pick. You cannot throw the pick there. You got to play more conservative. Yeah, I mean, look, the Seahawks went use their defensive line. He put some pressure on it. He calls Mo to throw the ball probably way before he wanted to throw the ball. And this game went from, could have been a 6-point game at the worst, maybe a lead at the best, and now you're down by 16. That's a tough turn of events.
Yeah, that's a big time play. Possibly with Mo in Seattle and his defense, stuff that could possibly still
play calling from both of these teams has left a little bit to be desired. There's been some very big question marks that you have to ask as we go into halftime here with a 26-10 lead. I think I got that right. Maybe I got that wrong. No, I got it right. 26-10. Some questionable calls there. And then the Hawks get the ball right back, which makes this really, really tough.
Yeah, if Mo comes back and opens up for the second half on a scoring drive, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Mo and the Jets try to come back and answer quickly, and that just plays right into the hands of the
So
Seahawks.
look, Maniac, now you've one of the better teams here, especially when you were on Dallas. How do you come back on this team? Like, what do you do? What is the game plan coming here into the second half?
I nearly had a
Oh my
comeback.
God, there it is right there.
Oh
I hate to cut
wow,
you off, but that's game. There's no way you come back from this. And that's what
wow.
makes the Seahawks so difficult. You put 8 in the box. You got one safety high most of the game. He hit you on a play action post with one of these stud 99 overall receivers that he drafted and built. You just
Yeah,
gave up 2 touchdowns right there in less than a 1 minute span. Like, that's a 45-second span. You just gave the game away because of a now look, you got to give it to Mo and the Jets. He's calling what made him get here, but man, don't you have to change that game plan up a little bit?
yeah, because Mo has been studying, and obviously his game is kind of taking a little bit of time to play and stuff, and so he's been studying his gameplay. And one thing that Mo and Seattle is very strong at is the play action pass. It seems like he gets time. If he gets time with those type of receivers that he has, it's going to be a bad day.
So what do you do here? What is your game plan? We asked that right before the long touchdown, but passing is probably not going to work. Running is not going to. What do you do here? Like, where do you turn?
And at this point, I mean, he's got to make up a lot of points. And this, again, like I said, this plays right into the Seattle Seahawks and their game plan because he's just going to pin his ears back and rush. And
And there it is.
yeah,
Picks up a big sack there and the holding call. Now the one thing, sorry, choking on water and hiccups at the exact same time. That's awkward. All right, I muted myself at least on the stream. The Seahawks came out one safety high there. That's the only thing. Like, if I'm Seahawks, I'm playing man straight up defense. I'm covering everything deep. Another pick. Look at that play. Unfreaking believable what we just seen happen. He throws it in a triple coverage. The ball hits the receiver's chest, bounces up, and is picked off for the 5th turnover of the game for the Seattle Seahawks. I hate to say it, this one's over. You can stick a fork in this game. It's cruise control from here on out.
Yeah, he's done. And again, like I say, with that lead stuff, he's pushing, trying to make something happen. And it plays right into Mo's hands. I mean, he's got the defense that at every position there is a playmaker, and it's you don't want to say nothing's ever impossible, but it's
Yeah.
99%. Yeah, 99.9%.
And I would say what you just seen the Seahawks do is exactly what I would do all game. I'd call 2-man over. I wouldn't even look at any other plays. And I would just cover everything deep and just man up defense and let my defensive line go eat because he's going to have to pass the ball. He's forcing the ball now, and you got to give it to the Jets. Mo is hanging tough and doing everything he can. But, man, you've just turned the ball over 5 times against one of the top-rated defenses in the league, and you're giving the ball right back to one of the top-rated offenses. You had an opportunity. Give it to him. Look, the Jets hold the Seahawks again here to another field goal, so he's doing his part the best that he can, but he's going to have to take too many chances on offense, too many chances on defense. And like you said, the Seattle team is just too loaded from top to bottom.
And I see now he's playing two safeties over the top. It's too late now. I mean, he should have done that whenever he's getting up to these plays and stuff. And you know, Mo with Seattle, that is one of his biggest attributes as a coach. He's very good at making adjustments.
Yeah.
And I know the championship game that I played versus him, I think it was a championship, one of the playoff games. I got up 2 touchdowns on him and looked like I was going in for my 3rd one and was feeling pretty good and stuff. And he made that big time play on defense, and then the whole momentum shifted, and he just took the game over. And after that, he's just been riding high season after season. It looks like Seattle's fixing to get their 4th Super Bowl win.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot to figure out when you play the Seattle Seahawks. But in your opinion, you've played them several times. We've seen them now. They're on their way to winning their fourth Super Bowl here in the OMFL. What makes them so good? Like, what makes Mo's adjustments happen and work so well? What really makes this team unstoppable? And another interception right as I'm talking there. He's probably going to take this one back. And this is going to get ugly, friends. There you go, Mo, showing a little sportsmanship, running the ball out of bounds. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no mercy rule in this one. You can't hit the sim button and sim to the end and get to the next season. You're going to have to just gut this one through. But what makes these Seattle Seahawks so good, man?
Well, I mean, with my games and stuff, what I like to do is, I like to pound the ball, and he knew that coming into that game. He'd watched the tape. He knew exactly what I wanted to do. And after the first two drives, I was able to solidify my run and stuff. He took that away from me and made me one-dimensional in passing. And I was pretty decent in Madden 18 in passing and stuff, but it definitely was not my strong suit. So he got me out of my comfort zone, made me have to go into that passing mode, and it just from there it just went downhill for me, and it played right into his hands. I mean, he just makes you one dimensional, and the back end of his defense can cover the best of the receivers in this league, and in that situation, you're one dimensional. It's hard. It's hard to find an open receiver.
Yep, it's look, and you got to give it to the guy, one of the best GMs in the league. He was able to draft excellent and build players excellent because he's winning. He's getting all the XP. He flipped a lot of backup players that were, major starters on other teams for first round picks. So even after winning the Super Bowl, I think he had, a top 10 pick. Look, he is a used car salesman when it comes to wheeling and dealing. He knows how to build teams with XP, and the guy is one hell of a player, one of the best players we've ever seen. And to be totally, completely honest with you, he's one hell of a human. Just a great asset to our league, to our community. He helps me run. He pretty much runs the golf league that we have. He's just a great guy to have here. Always has a great attitude, super humble. But this dude is a baller, and he's earning it here in Madden 18. He has owned Madden 18 from the time we broke the plastic off the wrappers.
Yeah, after season one, it's been Mo.
Yeah.
It has been Mo's game, and guys, I'm going to the Cardinals. I'm going to the West in Madden 19. So please, one word of advice: do not trade your first round pick
Yeah.
for Mo. Please.
Yeah. Don't do it. Stay away from it.
He does not need any help.
He does not. He needs zero help, and he's still going to be stupid good. Now, look, Madden 19 is going to be a bit of a challenge. He has an aging team. He's going to have a team in a tough cap situation. I'm going to little spoiler alert here for everybody. I'm arguing with myself if I should let it out. We will be getting rid of the full cap penalty clearance that you can earn. So that full cap penalty clearance that you could earn back in Madden 18 with the one-time use for the whole Madden with the gold is going to be going away. It's going to be changing. You still will be able to clear some cap, but it will look completely different, and it will be harder to to gut your teams even in the first season. Look, Seahawks man, another big play there, getting a big sack. McDowell has just absolutely owned this league. With a minute one left to go in the third quarter, man, this one's starting to get ugly for the Jets, and he's got to start to question everything he's doing now. But anyway, look for Madden 19 to have some really unique changes that I think are going to make us better as a league. But look, there's another sack right there for Gillette, and man, those two defensive ends on this team are unbelievable. But I think we're always trying to change things, tweak things. But even, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, Maniac, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think guys like Mo are going to win no matter what our rules are because he's going to figure out how to get the players that he needs. And like you said, no one is going to out adjust him in the game, and that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I think Mo, he's just got that type of DM quality that you would want in any CFM, and I believe that even if he had sanctions against him, that he couldn't trade ever. He never gets a cap reset. He still would be in the top 5 to 10 teams every season. I have no doubt.
Yep, 9 minutes left to go. Last quarter. Here we go. Seahawks up 39-10, and pretty much owning this game from start to finish. Again, give it to the Jets. They did what they could do to hang in there as long as they could hang in there. But at the end of the day, the Seahawks are just the better team, and the Jets just made too many mistakes. They just took too many chances, I should say.
Yeah, and that's what he does. He makes you take those chances that you normally don't. And guys, Mo is kind of like me on offense. He plays, uh, you know, you get the 5, 10 yard plays. You're not looking for the big chunk, and he takes that
God,
all
look at that
away.
punt.
And then you gotta try to make the big play, and then it just plays into his hands.
Yep, I agree with you, man. Too many big plays. Look, if you're gonna beat the Seahawks, you got to play conservative. You got to play really good defense, and you got to somehow, some way, force him into one turnover because he just doesn't turn the ball over, um, and he just look quarterbacks just getting killed. I mean, Garoppolo's getting hit every time he drops back, within a few seconds. Give it to him
Yeah,
for a good play there.
those D ends are just, I mean, they're feasting right now.
Yeah, they're just eating guys alive here.
Yeah, I don't know what the sack record is for a Super Bowl, but it may definitely fall in this game.
Yep, it could. Yeah, I mean, look, the Jets are trying everything they can. They're coming out in bunch and tight formations, which kind of wish we didn't see. But look, what are you gonna do, right? Like he's big play there, good run. Oh, nice little spin move. He's gonna score here. Give it to the Jets. I mean, they're pulling out all the tricks that they can possibly pull out.
He's not giving up.
He's
I
not
mean,
giving up, but he also has no chance. I mean, uh, this is tough. What do you do, right? Like this guy did everything he knew how to do. He's definitely playing with a much lower rated team, um, and yet he gets in the playoffs. And you gotta give it to Mo and the Jets. He gets in the playoffs and like something clicks, right? Like playoff
yeah,
Rondo for the Pelicans was a real thing. This is playoff Mo. He gets in the playoffs and things just click. And he beat some really good teams to get here, whether it's Kevin and the Dolphins, whether it was the Bengals, and I don't remember exactly how the playoffs played out in the AFC, but I know he beat the Bengals last year to get here, and so like, got to give it to him. He beat some really good teams. He earned his way to get to this game. He just was outmatched, outmanned, and had too many turnovers that some of which were not his fault, right? The opening kickoff, but some of which like you should have went conservative.
yeah, yeah.
God,
And
look at that
that's
hold.
one thing. If I could go back and play my games against Mo, I kind of see where maybe I could have improved. And you have to just maintain that. You can't get in that mode like I've got to rush it. I've got to go for the big play. You just got to maintain and try to come up with those solid 4 or 5 yard plays. Even though he's trying to take them away and stuff, you got to get creative and get those plays and stuff. Um, because once you start going deep, you're having to do the deep seven step back drop for the quarterback. His ends are just too good, and then in the backfield, and it's just sack after sack after sack.
Jason was saying, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? And you're absolutely right, Jason, but it also takes way more than one bite at a time to eat an entire elephant. It takes hours upon days upon weeks, and the Seattle Seahawks have time in their favor. It is not in the favor of the Jets, and the Seahawks are doing everything they can here to run the ball. I'm just surprised, like, look, I know the Jets are doing what they're doing, right? They're blitzing, they're pulling out all the stops. They're doing what they can on defense, but how do you just not like run Trulock right up the gut every single play? Stop me if you can, but I'm going to just eat up first downs. And if you want to engage 8 me, then you're going to engage 8 me 3 times in a row with Trulock up the middle, and then I'll punt it. But I'm not running sweeps and tosses and a J.E. and like I'm not doing all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because if he runs the toss, and one thing that I found out in that is if you run the toss against a really heavy hitting team that's got really good power hitters, the fumble is going to come, and that and we've got like a little about 4 minutes left in the game. It's like no way this could happen. But what happens if he scores here? Mo tries to run the outside sweep, fumbles, and is scooped up for a touchdown. Then we're kind of going like, whoa, wait a minute here. So,
Yeah, and look, this game's over. Like, even if he scores every drive here, like, just time is against you, right? There's only so much time. You always got to get rid of the ball there. Almost threw another pick. Probably got a holding call. Yeah, man, it's just tough. That defensive line is aggressive for the Seahawks. But again, you got to kind of question, how does Trulock not get the ball at the one? Why are you trying to field goal with 15 seconds left and you're up, right? Like, worst case, you try a couple of passes. If you don't get out of bounds, the play clock goes to 0. You get the ball after halftime. Yeah, I just don't understand the field goal at that point. Um, yeah, and it's just there's a couple of head scratching plays that have happened, and uh, yeah, now the Jets are starting to lean on some plays that they know that works, and they're picking up some plays. But again, the clock's against you, man. You're still look. I can't do math this quick, but what, you're still down 22 points. It's impossible.
so you got to have 3 touchdowns. But again, like I said, if he scores quickly and Mo turns it over and it's a scoop for a touchdown, then we might have something to get
Yeah,
excited
but
about.
you lost me at Mo turns it over because he's got like 8 turnovers the entire season, right? Like, he just doesn't turn the ball over. And right
Right.
now, he's probably got his running backs on conservative, so he's not going to fumble the ball. He's definitely not going to throw a pick. I mean, he just doesn't throw picks. But you're right. The only way is if he collects 3 onside kicks or somehow gets a turnover. He's not going to get a turnover. You're not going to get 3 onside kicks. It just, yeah, it. You dug this hole yourself because you had an opportunity. He was definitely in it.
Yeah, yeah. It's the what if scenario again. You go back to Mo in Seattle with the
Yeah,
true
another
call
pick.
stuff. What if this game was in a different situation? We'd be going, well, what if Mo would have just run that ball? It's like deja vu all over again with the Seattle Seahawks in real life. Hand it off to Marshawn Lynch, the best short yardage running back. Instead of letting the quarterback throw a slant. That's kind of that type of play.
Well, fire up the fat lady because she can sing now. This one's over after the 4th interception, the 6th turnover of the day for the New York Jets. And you can't blame them. They had to really take some chances here, but now the Seattle Seahawks can chew the clock. It's below 3 minutes. They're going to kneel this ball out. They're going to punt it out, and there'll just be a couple of seconds left here before we get to the end. You got to give it to Mo. He has showed himself to be dominant, to be a dynasty, and he will go down as a Hall of Famer here in the OMFL whenever he finally hangs up the controller, which we hope is no time soon, because this guy has absolutely earned it. And another dominant championship for the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, I mean, and you think about it, the first season that he won the Super Bowl, uh, each Super Bowl winner, they kind of get the target on their back and stuff. And then he won the second one. And then he won the third one. And now coming in this fourth championship game in a row, that a lot of pressure going the Seahawks, the perform. Mo coming in with his Jets, wanting to prove something, and he had the target on his back, and he took the pressure and made it happen again. I mean, 4 championships and won that. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who turned into all the different streams. Of course, we got this live stream. There's a bunch of people on Mo's actual stream. And then we also have our Twitch up, which we're watching right now. So, there's many different options. I know there wasn't a whole lot of chat, a whole lot of talking. Yeah, there's Dakota, I guess, watching from work. And that's another thing we don't have time to dig into because it's over now. But the Seattle Seahawks have beat the Falcons to get to a lot of these Super Bowls, who was another dominant guy that was always in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Dakota up there with the Falcons, he's a power running team. Always makes the team that he plays, really sweat it out and stuff. And their game was very, very competitive in the NFC Championship. I mean, it was 1 point, I believe. So,
Yep.
so it kind of makes you, actually realize the length of power which resides on the NFC compared to the NFC going into man that team.
So with the ending of season 79, the ending of season 79 Super Bowl, there's a lot of benchmarks coming up. Season 80 will be the first in Madden 18. The 100th episode of Press Pass Live may happen this weekend. And also, we just witnessed another record. The first ever 4-time back-to-back-to-back-to-back OMFL champion, Seattle Seahawks. Mo is your champion for season 79. Thank you, Maniac, for helping me here. We got it figured out as we kind of went along. I was not going to do play-by-play. I was not going to do commentary. But my wife, who is the real MVP, sat here and let me do it. So kudos to my wife for not killing me and allowing me to do this with you guys. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. I'm super excited. Look, this marks the end of a tough cycle, but we made it. We made it stronger than ever. Our gaming community is stronger than ever. It's larger than ever. We're well over 110 total members playing in all the different leagues. And we just finished our 79th season, our 6th season of Madden 18. And now we're getting ready for Madden 19. And it's been a fun ride. And Maniac, I appreciate you being here. Kind of give me your closing thoughts on the Seattle Seahawks and OMFL Bowl Season 79.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's amazing to see the dominance that he's had for 4 seasons. And closing out Madden 18, I mean, he just dominated the league. So what more can you say? Mo and those Seahawks, man, you got to give it to them. They had an extremely great run, and looking forward to Madden 19.
Yep, me too. Maniac, thank you so much for doing this with me tonight. Thanks for everybody who listened, who watched, for everybody who retweeted us, all that fun stuff. Thanks for Madden and Cord for hopping on and talking to us in the chat. We've never actually done one of these. This is actually our first full stream of a game, including commentary. So kudos to us for figuring some stuff out. And I think I got this resolution thing figured out. So, hey, for Maniac, for all the leadership here in the OMFL, thanks for tuning in to OMFL Bowl Season 79. Tune in this weekend for Press Pass Live, which I think is number 100. We're going to talk some Madden 19 and some preparation for Madden 19. Lots of fun stuff. Hey, until we see you then, we'll see you next time. Maniac, close us out with some final thoughts, bro. Say goodbye to the people.
Thanks for checking us out. Be tuning in for Madden 19 and Press Pass Live.
There we have it. We'll see you guys. Peace.